Hang on, boys and girls. It's the first day of the Campbell Championship Whitetail Challenge. It's about 70 degrees and it's windier than
Old Man Tree Stands presents the Campbell Outdoor Challenge. Highlighting the cameraman teams and equipment that bring the outdoors indoors to millions of viewers. Hunter and cameraman team competitions in the sport of filming hunts. Coming up next on the Campbell Outdoor Challenge.
Introducing the Camouflage Canon XH-A1S, available exclusively from the leading supplier for the sport of filming hunts, CampbellCameras.com. The Canon XH-A1S has a 20-power optical zoom, unsurpassed low-light capabilities, and produces amazing 1080i high-definition video. That makes it the #1 camera for the outdoor professional. For more information on the Camouflage Canon XH-A1S, visit CampbellCameras.com. You've got questions, CampbellCameras.com has your answers.
Camouflaging any outdoor video camera has been made easy with peel and stick universal camo skins from CampbellCameras.com. Canon, JVC, Sony, Panasonic. Camouflage them all with universal camo skins available now from CampbellCameras.com.
How do I film in high def?
Which model has the widest field of view?
Oh, where do I get camera accessories for outdoor filming?
What is an XLR port?
What about windscreen?
What format do I need?
I want to film underwater.
Why would I need a shotgun?
My own TV show.
Who makes the camera?
Do I need what accessory? Solid tree art.
What camera do I need?
What camera do I need?
What camera do I
What
need?
video camera do I need?
You've got questions? CampbellCameras.com has your answers. Give us a call or go online at CampbellCameras.com.
CampbellCameras.com now has peel and stick universal camo skins in desert sand pattern for military personnel to camouflage their cell phones, video cameras, and anything shiny.
Stay safe with military camo skins, available now from CampbellCameras.com.
Meet the Camouflage Sony FX7, available exclusively from the leading supplier for the sport of filming hunts, CampbellCameras.com. The compact and durable Sony FX7 features enhanced CMOS sensors, a 20-power optical zoom, and a broadcast quality lens for vivid 1080i high definition for the outdoor pro. For more information on the Camouflage Sony FX7, visit CampbellCameras.com. You've got questions, CampbellCameras.com has your answers.
Hello, I'm John Campbell, host of the Campbell Outdoor Challenge. Are you ready to take your outdoor video to a new level? CampbellCameras.com, Sony and Canon have teamed up to elevate you into the incredible world of high definition with a wide selection of new camouflage video cameras and accessories. Amaze your family and friends with professional quality video at an unbelievably low price thanks to CampbellCameras.com. Call or go online at CampbellCameras.com and don't forget to join us each Wednesday for professional video action in the sport of filming hunts.
Videoing hunts and taking trail camera pictures isn't just for you guys, and neither is editing and organizing. Girls, you can get in on the fun too. It's simple with the Campbell Video Editor and Universal Trail Camera software. Just install the software and follow the step-by-step instructions on the screen. It really is that easy to use. And just as easy to order by going to CampbellCameras.com. Click on the Video Editor box or the Universal Trail Camera software and add it to your cart. Interested in both? Get great savings by ordering from our website or by calling us toll-free at 877-384-3337. That's 877-384-3337. And start reliving your outdoor adventures today.
This powerful but easy-to-use software will preserve and share those outdoor memories forever. Editing software designed for hunters by hunters from CampbellCameras.com, the leading equipment supplier for the sport of filming hunts. Are you ready to take your outdoor video to a new level? CampbellCameras.com, Sony and Canon have teamed up to elevate you into the incredible world of high definition. Call or go online now to order your free catalog and start enjoying the sport of filming hunts.
Did your heart beat 24 frames per second?
Do you judge a day in the field?
By the mud on your tripod?
or by the water on your lens.
Does the rule of thirds apply to all aspects of your life?
Does life begin each time you tap record?
Want to start your red light?
This is what you do.
This is your home.
CampbellCameras.com.
Call or go online now to order your free catalog.
Do you want to know what it takes to be a professional outdoor videographer and make a living in the outdoor industry? If so, Campbell Cameras has once again teamed up with industry legend Pat Reeve to bring you one of the most comprehensive, informative, hands-on video schools available today, geared specifically towards the hunting and fishing industry. Call for more information or to reserve your spot today.
The Campbell Video Editor and the Universal Trail Camera Software are new products from the leading supplier for the sport of filming hunts, CampbellCameras.com. You can order at CampbellCameras.com or by calling us toll-free at 877-384-3337. That's 877-384-3337. And you'll be editing like the pros in no time.
Campbell, Illinois Whitetails, Illinois' finest outfitter, proudly presents Campbell, Illinois Outdoors. With your outfitter, John Campbell. And head guide, Dustin Kloss. Featuring all wild bear chase hunting from Southern Illinois.
Welcome to the Campbell Whitetail Circuit. The Campbell Whitetail Circuit is a series of hunting and filming competitions featuring teams from across the country wishing to match their skills in filming hunts.
Each team consists of one hunter and one cameraman in their quest for the Campbell Whitetail Cup.
Let's start the challenge.
The Outfitter Tip of the Week is brought to you by the Campbell Whitetail Circuit, a hunting and filming competition.
When you plan a trip with an outfitter, you probably do the same thing I do when I plan a trip. You buy a lot of new things. And you'll need a lot of new things when you go on a trip. At least that's what I tell Dad. But a common mistake some hunters make is that they're not familiar enough with their new things before they go on their hunt. So practice with your new equipment until the new becomes familiar. I'm Jessica Campbell, and that's the Outfitter Tip of the Week.
The Outfitter Question of the Week is brought to you by the National Wild Turkey Federation.
This week's question comes from Patrick Hodges from Minnesota. Patrick asks, how can I learn to be an outdoor cameraman?
Well, Patrick, if you're a hunter, you've already got half of it right because you're already familiar with the outdoors. Now all you need to do is get as familiar with a camera as you are with carrying a gun or bow. The best way to do that is by reading the instruction manual and then practice. So whether you're out filming yourself hunting, a friend hunting, or just filming wildlife video, be sure to bring that footage back in and review it, because that can show you not only what you're doing wrong, but just as importantly, things you're doing right. And before long, you'll be just as comfortable carrying a camera in the woods as you are a gun and bow, and you may find out, like I did, that you actually enjoy filming more than hunting.
Thanks, Patrick. My brother Jake can do it, so it can't be that hard. I'm Johnny Campbell, and that was your Outfitter Question of the Week.
The Outfitter Tip of the Week is brought to you by the Campbell Whitetail Circuit, a hunting and filming competition.
If you and a friend are thinking about filming deer hunting for the first time and wondering about stand placement, my recommendation is to sit your stands in the same tree. And you need to set the camera stand about 3 foot above and at a 90-degree angle to the hunting platform. And that'll help out with one of the biggest problems when you begin filming deer hunts, and that's in communication between the hunter and the cameraman. So get out there and give it a try. I'm John Campbell, and that's your Outfitter Tip of the Week. At the end of the final day of the Campbell Whitetail Circuit Championships, we have Mike Bowie and Todd Bricker in third place, Kurt Parker and Grayling Acres in second, and our winners are John DeGraw and Matt Broncatello from New Jersey. Welcome back. I'm John Campbell, and alongside is my daughter Jessica and my co-host Dustin Claus. And before we get started on our explanation of the sport of filming hunts, I'd like to thank our viewers out there for all their fine cards, letters, and emails concerning our Outdoor Challenge events.
Our challenges feature teams which consist of a hunter and a cameraman matching their skills in filming hunts for various wild, free-ranging game.
You're probably wondering why we came up with a competition highlighting the skills of filming hunts. And the answer is simple.
The hunting has always been a primal instinct of man. With the advent of video technology, those adventures were able to be shown to family and friends and to a large audience through the power of television.
We did it. I'm excited. I can't wait to get over there and see them. Yes. Good job, Chris.
The hunting shows that dominate the outdoor television world today deal mostly with the hunters on the show, but they don't highlight the real heroes of the outdoor shows you enjoy, and they are the cameramen that bring the outdoors indoors to millions of viewers.
As an outfitter in southeastern Illinois that's hosted television crews filming hunts for various outdoor shows, I noticed all the good-natured competitions that already existed between filming crews as they were out there trying to successfully film a hunt. Now, being involved in filming hunts, both as the hunter and as the cameraman, I realized the excitement and the difficulties that were involved in trying to successfully coordinate the filming of a hunt.
I'm on. No. He's behind the tree. You want him? I can't see him. I got him right there. Can you see him? I can shoot him. Can you see him? I'm on him now, but I can't get a very good shot.
As a result, I wrote and copyrighted a scoring system to help measure the abilities of one cameraman team against another.
What a deer! He was right there, man. Oh man, look at this.
Those rules are written in a true sporting event format. That's why challenge competitions are ran under a time limit with all teams competing in the same general areas. This ensures that teams are competing under the same conditions.
On today's Outdoor Challenge, we're at the outfitting facilities of Campbell, Illinois Whitetails in southeastern Illinois as we have 10 cameraman teams gearing up to match their skills in filming hunts for whitetail deer. That's the 2004 championship round of our whitetail circuit. The teams are going to be using a wide variety of hunting and videoing equipment in their quest for the championship trophy and the $16,000 in cash and prizes. Now, the Outdoor Challenge highlights the real heroes of the hunting shows that you enjoy, and that's the cameramen who help bring the outdoors indoors to millions of viewers. We're expecting a lot of exciting action. We know you're expecting to see it, and you will if you stay tuned because it's coming up next. It's the sport of filming hunts, and it's only on the Campbell Outdoor Challenge. I'm here with the 2003 defending champions in the Campbell Whitetail Circuit, the Outdoor Challenge for the whitetail deer, John DeGraw and cameraman Jeff Snyder. How do you feel about the competition, the Outdoor Challenge, and what it's meant to you?
It's a great thing out here. We look forward to this all year long. A lot of guys now are going to be taking the dough right off the bat. Last year we waited till the end, a lot of pressure at the end, but we're going to get rid of that quick.
Way to go. That was nice. That's awesome. We weren't sitting here 5 minutes and that buck came to the rattling. What a nice buck. Oh.
Where the hell did he get that string?
He made it around that tree.
No, hold on. If he comes up this way.
We watched him swim across the river and lay down on the other side, and he expired over there, and we went over and got him. We had to get a boat. We had to do all sorts of things to catch him up here.
Yeah.
You get all of it on film?
Yeah, got it all on film. You know, him swimming the river. It's kind of neat. You know, we was tracking the deer, and then we'd find blood, and then we'd find a spot where he'd lay down, and finally I was got the binoculars. I was looking ahead, and he was laying in a brush pile, and we jumped him up, and then he went down to the river and ended up swimming. And we got a lot of rain here recently, and the river's up, and current kind of took him down. By the time he got to the other side, he was about out of strength, and he got on the bank, and he was done for then. So.
Now, Kevin, you've been involved in our turkey qualifying rounds, our turkey championship last year. Now back here qualified on the deer championship. So what do you think so far of the challenge? From what you've seen and what you've been involved in?
Well, I think this deer challenge is a lot more interesting, a lot more exciting. You can hunt all day long, and you got 10 teams of good guys in here having fun and picking on each other and raising Cain. And I just can't wait for the next 4 days here. It's going to be good.
I'm John Campbell, for my co-host Dustin Kloss, Megan Loomis, my daughter Jessica, and all of us here at the Campbell Outdoor Challenge. We want to take this opportunity to thank our fighting men and women and remind our viewers to remember our American heroes injured in their efforts to keep us free and safe from the threat of terrorism. They all deserve our support for their enduring sacrifices.
We want to congratulate our winning teams in the St. King, Wild Hog, and Javelina Challenge. We also hope that we sparked your attention in the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes. Be sure to tune in again next week as we continue with the sport of filming hunts right here on the Campbell Outdoor Challenge.
I'm pumped, man. I am pumped. Let's do this thing.
That's called redemption.
Somebody finds this film, tell our kids we love them.
All I smell is pig poo. That's not mud.
It got closer. Stop laughing.
And get a close shot on them. They usually go.
We're proud to congratulate Bill Newman and John DeGraw, Team Extreme, as our 2005 Campbell Outdoor Challenge Turkey Champions. Congratulations, guys.
We just had a little buck in eating range. He's just a baby, a couple more years, and he'll be all right.
Now, I talked to you when you left here this afternoon. You said you had a plan.
Yeah, man, I'm going to tell you. We had a good plan today. We went out there, we stopped, we got everything right, everything together, okay? Sit down in the stand, looked at the watch, about 4 o'clock. Okay, 5 o'clock came game time. Here they come. Nice doe come right there about 20 yards. Okay, we took it. Right.
No problems, baby. She's down right there. Now, we gonna sit here and wait for a buck.
All we need is a big old buck. So, man, we look across the field. About 400 yards coming. It was about a 170 class. He come all the way to 20 yards, but we could not see him.
So almost just ran out of light.
Man, I'm telling you, 15 minutes, and we'd have been high on our horse. But we had a ball.
We had a ball. I mean, expect us back next year.
Welcome back. I'm John Campbell, and alongside is my daughter Jessica. And on today's show, we're featuring the winning entries from our Film Your Own Hunt Challenge. Now, these amateur videos offer a great way for our challenge members to experiment with filming and hunting in the outdoors. And who knows, possibly work their way into one of our professional challenges. Now, we have some awesome hunts coming up, and this video has been submitted by our members from across the country.
Becoming a challenge member is very easy. We have 2 membership levels, an amateur membership which includes a hat, DVD, decal, and allows you to submit hunts for the Film Your Own Hunt Challenge. We also have a professional membership designed for those who want to pursue a career in the sport of filming hunts.
That professional membership is something you're definitely going to want to check out if you've ever dreamed of pursuing a career of filming and hunting in the outdoors. It includes everything that the amateur kit includes, plus a logo challenge shirt, and a complete media kit on how you can obtain sponsors and start competing professionally in our Outdoor Challenge events.
Now let's check out some of our winning entries in our Film Your Own Hunt Challenge.
I promised the good Lord if He'd let me live, I'd finish my gospel stuff. And he did his part of the deal, now I hope I can do Walking in the shadow, walking in the shadow, walking in the shadow of the Lord. Could I be so lucky as to be the chosen one, walking in the shadow of the Lord?
If you're interested in Canon outdoor broadcast quality video cameras and outdoor filming accessories, including our camouflage camera skins and the latest addition to our line, the camouflage padded camera bag, you can order from our website or give us a call at 877-384-3337.
The rules of the Outdoor Challenge are the copyrighted property of Campbell Outdoor Challenge LLC. All rights reserved.
When John the Baptist went to preach, he went walking.
I'm Van Ward from Illinois.
I'm Justin Henry from Tennessee. We're sponsored by Vans Truck Sales, Murphy Game Calls, and God's Country Camouflage.
Well, now what do you think of this for turkey hunting, Justin? There's a nice little pair of turkeys here. I sure am proud of them.
This week's In Focus brought to you by Old Man Tree Stands.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Liu and welcome to this week's In Focus. When filming hunts, there is always the issue of video stability. Being one of the key elements we judge our teams on, it can be the difference between winning or losing. When filming a hunt, there's really nothing that beats a tree arm for stability. They may take more preparation to set up, but the video quality you get makes it well worth the extra effort. Now in situations where a tree arm won't work, a shoulder mount will still give you decent stability. If you're hunting from the ground, a fluid head tripod's a must, especially if you're filming from a blind. This is crucial for the shot because regardless of what you're hunting with, it's very difficult to know exactly when the shot's going to happen. A startled cameraman holding the camera usually makes for a shaky harvest shot. With a little added effort, your next film hunt can be much more enjoyable for your audience. That's all the time we have for this week's In Focus. Let's get back to the Apple Creek Outfitters Archery Championship.
Hello, I'm John Campbell, and alongside is Megan Loomis. And as the floodwaters continue to rise, let's take a break from the Price Pfister Firearm Challenge to showcase some of the equipment being used by the 15 teams competing in this challenge. I'm holding a Mossberg Model 500 Slugster shotgun. It's a 12-gauge model, and it comes with a rifled slug barrel and complete with scope mountings. And attached to those mountings are an Alpen Optics 3x9 variable apex scope. With the superb optics of the Alpen scope and the superior accuracy of this Mossberg Slugster shotgun, it makes it an ideal choice for the cameramen teams filming in today's challenge.
I'm holding the Canon GL2 outdoor video camera that the cameraman member of each team will be using to film his hunting partner.
The Canon GL2 is complete with a broadcast quality fluorite lens, the sharpness and clarity of which is being highlighted by the video you're enjoying in today's challenge. It is lightweight, durable, and has a 20 power optical zoom to let the viewer get up close and personal with those gigantic Illinois bucks.
With that GL2 camera and this Mossberg Model 500 Slugster shotgun, we know the teams have the proper equipment. Let's get back to the challenge and see if they can put that equipment to good use in videoing the hunt. Well, Dustin, I know we've mentioned the flooding conditions several times, and I really hate to keep talking about it, but it is making it difficult for the cameramen teams to access their areas, and some of the areas that were hunted on day one of the challenge are now completely underwater. Also on day one of our teams had a close call in crossing one of the flooded roads.
Here's the problem, campers. Up ahead of this looks like a stream, this is a road, but it crosses a stream. Only the road is underwater, and I don't know where the sides are. It'll be interesting.
I think I'm in the middle. What do you think? I think so. Now you see, our headlights are completely underwater. We're pushing away, Kip. No, wait. Yeah, see, there it is. And you know what? Now the water... Oh, it's stalled. Oh, shit. No, that ain't good. I see smoke.
And viewers, never try this at home. They were rescued and they made light of the situation, but it was a very dangerous situation, and I want to caution everyone out there to never, under any circumstances, drive through flooded roads.
Thank you for watching the Price Pfister Whitetail Challenge.
We want to congratulate the winning team and all of our participants.
For more information on Price Pfister products, please see our website at pricepfister.com.
And also, if you're a plumbing contractor or a builder and interested in next year's Price Pfister Challenge, please call the number on the screen.
We'd also like to thank the staff and the fine folks here at Campbell's for making this such a successful event. Please tune in next week as the sport of filming hunts continues right here on the Campbell's Outdoor Challenge.
All right, God bless the American dream. I have a funny feeling some of my blood brothers are going to go beyond the pavement and celebrate that great outdoor hunting, fishing, trapping, shooting, Second Amendment, spirit of the wild, American dream. It's perfect. This is Ted Nugent and the Nugent family welcoming you to a celebration of the Campbell Outdoor Challenge. My blood brother Tony Dukes and John Campbell are going to get the great heroes of the United States military, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, the Coast Guard, the National Guard, everybody with guns on the good guy's side, and my blood brothers of law enforcement and the great firefighters of this nation who all sacrifice so much so you and I can go hunting and fishing. It's perfect. Remember, the Campbell's Outdoor Challenge is celebrating something that you can't do in France. You can't do this in France. This is an American dream. The Campbell Outdoor Challenge, you got the Uncle Ted Blood Brother salute. Now get it on and get me some back straps.
Chad Hofer, Sioux City, Iowa.
Pine Boys, Enfield, Illinois.
Team H&W Truck and Trailer Sales.
We have several competitors in this challenge that are veterans and so on, and you most definitely are. Could you tell us a little bit about your part in defending our country?
Once upon a time, I was in the service for my country in the Korean War, and I felt like that, and I was happy to be, you know. We stayed out there for a long, long time, and and my cameraman, he hears better than I do, and did you hear them hogs? And they was all around us, evidently, but they didn't want to come in, you know. And finally, we'd been there about 4 hours, I guess, we'd been in that little blind, and I seen one coming behind us, and I thought, uh-oh, I think this is going to really get good.
We tried to get as good a footage on him as we could, and I told Van when he had the opportunity to go ahead and try to take the biggest one.
Did you get it? Good job. That's awesome. Good job. That was a nice pig. The back one was the biggest, I think. Yeah, the black one. And, man, that was I think you had a nice hit on that hog. So we'll get ready here. I got a good hit on it. Got a good hit. Well, that's a good job, Van. The old crossbow did the trick, didn't it? The old crossbow did the trick. Yeah, it did.
It's a good one. It is a good one.
Nice.
It's pretty good. I think he might weigh 100 pounds.
I think he would go right at it
Oh,
pretty
close
close,
to
if
it,
not a
right.
little
Uh-huh.
more.
Yeah.
But the best thing
That's
about
okay.
it is I like the way you shot him, because we can actually drive to him. We don't have to drag him off.
Yeah, I don't.
This week's In Focus brought to you by Old Man Tree Stands.
Hi, I'm Dustin Kloss. On this week's In Focus, we're going to give you some tips on how to properly frame up your shot on camera while filming from a blind. One of the key elements is the use or misuse of the zoom function. Many times videographers have a tendency to zoom in too tightly on the focus animal. This can have a major impact on the overall quality of the filmed hunt. The first issue with framing too tightly on the game is the initial shot. If you are filming a firearm hunt, for example, more often than not, the camera will jerk off the game while the shot happens, losing the shot entirely. The second issue is trying to follow the game after the harvest shot when the camera is in full zoom. It is difficult enough just trying to follow a hit animal running off. The best situation is to frame up the animal on the camera, center screen, tight enough to get a good shot of the harvest, while still allowing the ease to follow the game after the shot. Be sure and practice this as much as possible, because when it comes down to it, you're probably only going to have one chance to make it count. This has been this week's In Focus.
No, we don't. Get a gap, Mark. Get a gap.
Gap! Give me the gap! It's a big fish!
Get down on the floor if you have to, Brian.
Give me the gap!
Get another arrow, Brian.
Where's your other bow? Give me your bow.
Just snap, shoot into him.
I can't. Mine's around. Look out! Ah! Get out of the way!
Just drop him, Mark.
What do you think of that, baby?
That's the biggest fish I've ever shot. Right there, fellas.
Turn sideways.
I can't even get them all in the frame.
Right there.
Man, hey.
Look at all those eggs.
You need to rinse that shirt off.
Rinse off? I was getting head slapped down there trying to get it in the boat.
I thought you were getting knocked out.
In Focus brought to you by Ruscobie Riser Cam, the camera that mounts to your bow. Ruscobie, we got your shot.
I'm Jeremy Liu and welcome to this week's In Focus. Sometimes you can't always get a cameraman to help film your hunt, leaving everything up to you. This can be a daunting task, but the Ruscobie Riser Cam can help make that job easier. The Ruscobie mounts directly to the stabilizer bushing of your bow, and it records to a standard SD card so you can easily edit your video on a PC. This product is designed to be hands-free and secondary to your primary mission, to put a good shot on your target. This camera is line of sight, easy to use, and works without wires or transmitters. The key to filming any hunt is the ability to follow the arrow flight and follow the game after the shot is taken. To get the most out of your filmed hunt with a Ruscobie Riser Cam, try to keep your bow up and pointed at your target after your shot. All bow-mounted cameras will experience the shock of recoil. Holding your arm out and aimed at the target will allow the camera to steady itself quickly and catch the arrow flight. Keeping your arm up and on target after the shot allows you to see the arrow impact and the direction your game has run. Practice will make you a better riser cam videographer. Keep your bow up, don't drop your arm, and you'll get that shot of a lifetime. That's all the time we have for this week's In Focus. Let's get back to the challenge.
The dense swamps and thickets of South Georgia that stalemated the cameraman teams in the Wild Hog Challenge on the Campbell Cameras video circuit are now just a faded filmed memory for the teams as they focus their cameras west on the wide open windswept plains of South Dakota. It's the pronghorn antelope that make this beautiful area of rolling grasslands and majestic buttes their home. Videoing archery hunts for these antelope is the third filming challenge of the 4 events that form the $100,000 CampbellCameras.com video circuit for the sport of filming hunts. All of the teams have now arrived at the facilities of Crooked Creek Outfitter in Buffalo, South Dakota. Buffalo is located approximately 3 hours north of Rapid City and Crooked Creek Outfitter will be our host for this video challenge. Hello, I'm John Campbell. Alongside is Jeremy Liu. And Jeremy, I know the teams had to be pretty disappointed in Georgia that they were unable to video any hunts at all.
Well, that's true, John, but one thing that really impressed me about these teams and their dedication to the sport of filming hunts is despite the nasty conditions they're up against, the mosquitoes, the swamps, the heat, and on top of that, not seeing hardly any hogs, they still maintained a positive attitude.
Well, even with that positive attitude, I know they're probably have to be glad to get out of Georgia. So let's turn our attention out here to South Dakota. It's wide open spaces, and there are a lot of antelope out here, so there should be plenty of action for the teams to put their cameras to work on.
Well, I know the cameramen are anxious to put those cameras to use, and because of the wide open country, all the teams but one will be filming with cameras that have a 20 power optical zoom. The one exception will be a team using a Sony PD-150 with a 12 power zoom. But because the teams are filming archery hunts, I really don't think that's going to be too much of a disadvantage. One of the things that might come into play here is the teams filming with high definition cameras will obviously have a quality advantage over the standard definition cameras.
Well, possibly an issue here, but in future challenges, all the teams are going to be required to film with high definition video cameras, such as the Sony FX7, the FX1000, the XD Cam from Sony, or the Canon XH-A1. Now, all these cameras have the 20 power zoom that you'd mentioned for the distances, and of course, their 1080i high definition. Now let's talk a little bit about the substitution of some of the team members into this challenge.
Well, because of the possibility of shots out to 50 yards or so, a lot of the teams have substituted their best archers into this challenge. Now, as you know, teams can be made up of multiple members, but only 2 can be in the field at one time representing that team. And teams are taking the possible shot distance into account when they're choosing who to place into this video challenge.
Because most of the teams will be videoing using tripods, I think that's going to allow a little bit more flexibility in the skill level of the cameramen. I'm sure the cameramen teams are taking that into account, as well as the shot distance. This week's In Focus is brought to you by Roscoe Riser Cam, the camera that mounts to your bow. Roscoe, we got your shot.
On this week's In Focus, we're talking about the difference in standard definition cameras such as the Canon GL2 and high definition cameras such as the Canon XH-A1. Standard definition cameras film at a basic 4:3 ratio with 720 by 480 lines of resolution. High definition cameras film at a basic 16:9 ratio and have 1920 by 1080 lines of resolution. Simply put, high definition has over twice the resolution of standard definition for much sharper images and overall quality. Which camera should you use for outdoor videography? If you already have a standard definition camera and are producing video for your own personal use, then standard definition cameras are fine. If you're producing video footage for future television broadcasts, then high definition is a must. If you're looking at replacing any of your current video equipment, definitely consider high definition. The picture quality is much more advanced, and even if you don't upgrade your current editing software, the cameras automatically down convert to standard definition, so there's no problem. The wave of the future is rolling in high definition. That's been this week's In Focus. Now let's get back to the Cordura Turkey Challenge.
This week's In Focus is brought to you by the new Campbell Video Editor. Video editing has never been so easy with editing software made for hunters by hunters. Welcome back to Carmi, Illinois, and the facilities of Campbell, Illinois Whitetails, where today we have 7 amateur videographer teams competing in this Syngenta Firearm Challenge. Now, these teams all consist of experienced hunters, but they're first-time videographers. Now, that brings us to today's In Focus segment, where we're going to do a little bit something different. We're going to talk about some tips that'll make your next outdoor videoing experience a lot better one. We're going to cover 3 main topics. The first is image quality, and then equipment usage, and finally some outdoor filming theory. Each topic is equally as important as the next, and they'll take just a little bit of practice to master. But once you do, you'll notice a big increase in the quality of your next outdoor video. Video quality, or image quality, is made up of several things that is going to make the difference in how clear your video is. The first thing to consider when improving your image quality is to constantly monitor or be aware of your focus. If your footage is out of focus, not only will it be unusable, but your subject may not even be visible. Always keep an eye on your animal's focus and learn to use both the focus ring and the push autofocus button on your cameras. Now, the push auto button allows you to switch the camera to an autofocus mode for only as long as you hold the button in. Once you let off the button, it returns to the camera to a manual focus mode. This limits the number of times the camera may focus in and out on sticks and limbs between you and your subject. The color of your video is also important. The color is determined by the camera's white balance. The white balance basically tells the camera what is the color of white. From the color of white, it can adjust all the other colors in between. Now, most cameras offer several white balance options. The easiest option for outdoor videographers is to use the sunlight setting on the camera. This presets the camera to film in the color of sunlight or daylight. While some changes can be made to correct slightly bad color in editing software, extremely bad color cannot be corrected. Low light conditions are not the videographer's best friend, yet most of the best times for animal movement is in the early morning hours and also in the very last hours of daylight. You can extend your filming time by utilizing the gain function on your camera. This function will bring more light into the camera, allows it to gather more light on your subject. It allows you to film later in the evening or earlier in the morning. However, as you turn up the gain, your footage begins to get grainy. As a rule of thumb, broadcast rules state that no footage should contain more than 12 dB of gain. Now, this is also a good rule to follow for those filming for fun and pleasure. Anything over 12 dB of gain will add too much grain and in return lower the quality of your footage to an unusable level. That brings us to equipment mechanics or usage, and that begins with stability. For stability, always use a quality tripod or tree arm whenever possible. Now, you won't find a quality tripod at your local superstore. These can only be found at specialty camera stores such as CampbellCameras.com. A quality tripod is going to cost a little bit more, but few things are going to be as valuable to you for quality video as stable footage. Many first-time cameramen use a tripod, but they fail to level their camera on it. Now, this results in the sloping of all horizontal lines in the shot, which also includes the horizon. Eliminate this issue by utilizing the bubble level found on most tripod heads. Now, if you don't have a level, simply look through the viewfinder and adjust the tripod legs or half ball until the horizon looks parallel to the top or bottom of your screen. When using a tripod or tree arm, make sure it's topped with a good fluid camera head. A fluid head is what you need to get the smooth pan and tilt from start to finish. But achieving this also takes a concentrated effort by you as the videographer. Always make your movements in a smooth manner, never fast and jerky. You know, in a high adrenaline situation, that buck of a lifetime's in view, this becomes much easier said than done. Once your base is stable, you need to make an effort to hide your equipment from the animal equal to the effort that you make to hide yourself. An easy way to do this is with a custom camo skin available for your camera. Now, these are pre-cut and can be applied in minutes. By now, your camera is set up and stable. You know the various functions of the camera and you're well hidden. Now let's talk about the theory about filming an outdoor hunt. Framing an animal isn't difficult. With a little practice, it will become second nature to properly frame your subject, man or beast. One of the most often talked about framing methods is the rule of thirds. This is the idea that the human eye is drawn to subjects framed within thirds of the screen. Many cameras offer grids that are visible within a viewfinder to help with this task. The grids don't show up on the recorded tape. They are only there for the cameraman's convenience. A great way to use these grids is while adjusting for a subject's headroom. Now, headroom is the amount of space between the top of one's head and the top of the screen. If you frame someone's head in the middle of the screen, you'll most likely have too much headroom. If the top of the screen cuts off the top of your subject's head, you most likely have too little headroom. Use the grids on your viewfinder to line up your subject's eyes with the top third. By framing your subject right, you'll quickly increase the quality of your video. When framing the animal while filming the hunt, don't zoom in too tight, especially during the shot. Oftentimes, amateurs want to get a real up-close look at the impact, but the fact is when the animal moves, following him while zoomed in that tight is nearly impossible. This most often results in quick and jerky movements by the cameraman trying to catch up with the animal that he can't find. It's better and easier to frame the animal in the middle third of the screen for the shot. This gives the cameraman a better opportunity to follow the animal smoothly after the shot. While filming the hunt, utilize your zoom and focus like there was no cuts in the final video. Many amateurs assume that the hunt will be edited down so they can get away with a fast zoom here or a bump there. If you want the best, film it like there were no cuts. Make all your zooms very slow and your movements fluid and smooth. You have no second takes when the buck walks in. He won't start over. Practice getting it right the first time. It takes a lot of concentration, but every time you watch your high-quality footage, you'll be glad you did. The most important thing a hunter and cameraman can do for each other is communicate. If the cameraman got all of these other elements of outdoor video perfect, It won't make much difference if the hunter shot the animal before the cameraman could locate it. Always communicate. Sit close enough to whisper to each other. A hunter and a cameraman sitting 20 yards apart are doomed to fail. You want to be inches apart. You want to communicate and be patient. Let each other know what's going on and when that shot needs to happen. These tips will make your footage better, and practice will make you the best. So put some of these tips to work by grabbing your video camera and start enjoying the sport of filming hunts. If you want your footage to look professional, film like a professional. We believe you'll see an increase in your video quality the first time out. If you'd like to see these tips again, or if you know somebody that would benefit from these tips, we're going to post this In Focus segment on our website at CampbellCameras.com. Now we're going to take a short break, and then we'll return with the Syngenta Firearm Challenge in the sport of filming hunts on Versus.
Now's your chance to get cool gear from CampbellCameras.com and other great companies. Just text COC to 30997 and you have a chance to win a weekly prize pack.
You'll also have a shot at the grand prize, a chance to compete on national television in the Campbell Outdoor Challenge. Text COC at 30997 now for a chance to compete in the sport of filming hunts on Versus. Hello, I'm John Campbell. Alongside is Jeremy Liu. And not only do we have some new teams competing on this year's video circuit, we want to welcome back our veteran teams as well to the sport of filming hunts.
That's right. Teams last year competed on the CampbellCameras.com video circuit. CampbellCameras.com is the leading equipment supplier for the sport of filming hunts, and they're going to be a name to be remembered by the video teams this year.
Well, you know, each of the video teams of the 15 teams competing this year are going to want their names remembered by fans across the country, as they're going to put a wide variety of videoing gear and hunting-related products to the test as they try to video their team to the top of the CampbellCameras.com professional video circuit.
Well, almost everybody out there watching should be able to find one of our challenge teams using some of their favorite gear. That, along with the fact that team members represent 19 different states, makes it easy for viewers to find a team that they can connect with.
A total of 15 cameraman teams will be competing in the 4 events that form this year's video circuit. And all of these events will have the teams filming archery hunts. We start off here in South Carolina filming wild hog hunts. Then it's on to Indiana to film turkey hunts. In the fall, we travel out to South Dakota to video antelope, and then in November, teams close out the Sony video circuit by filming hunts for monster Illinois whitetails. If you're unfamiliar with the Campbell Outdoor Challenge in the sport of filming hunts, it works like this. In each event, the 15 video teams are sequestered in the same area for a set number of days. This ensures that they are videoing hunts under the same condition. If it rains on one team, it rains on all of the teams. Or if it's windy for one team, it'll be windy for all of the teams.
The golden hue of cottonwoods and aspens, along with the distant echoes of bugling bulls, signal the beginning of New Mexico's elk season. In the mountains of the Santa Fe National Forest, among hundreds of other hunters, 7 filming teams have converged to battle it out in the sport of filming hunts' first ever Outdoor Edge Knives Elk Challenge.
No team understands this more than Team Rich. Husband and wife Cody and Ashton Rich have traveled here from Oregon to compete this week. Not only are these two seasoned elk hunters, but Cody recently placed number 3 in the World Elk Calling Championships.
This week he'll be filming and calling for Ashton as she picks up the muzzleloader. Together, these two form a formidable elk hunting team. But they've got a very big issue that would keep anyone with less determination at home. Cody has a broken neck that he suffered 2 months ago in a diving accident into a shallow pond.
His neck,
It's got titanium.
yeah, shattered a C7 in a diving accident. They put a cadaver bone in. They put rods, and they put 2 rods, 2 plates, a bunch of screws, some Loctite, Swiss Army knife. So it's pretty stable. Well, it's not really stable. And then they fused all the bones together, and then lost a lot of movement in the right leg, not up to par yet.
Still working on walking again, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of frustrating not being able to walk as far as you used to. And you go from running 5 miles a day to, well, not running.
not moving at all in a bed.
A mile or 2 a day. So, but I guess you just gotta stick with it. Being out here is just the best thing you do, I guess.
After numerous surgeries and against the advice of his physician, He's here this week to tackle the Santa Fe National Forest and film his wife take a great New Mexico bull. He's still wearing a neck brace, and that will hamper their mobility, but if any team can do it, it's Team Rich.
Today I'm highlighting the Sony V1U. It's like our popular FX7 on steroids. It has a 20 power optical zoom, 1/3 inch CMOS sensor, great low light filming, built-in XLR ports, true balance audio with an onboard shotgun mic, and has the capability of being combined with a DR60 hard drive recorder for tapeless recording. This means the outdoor professionals can save valuable editing time with high-speed downloads. Many of these features of the V1U have before only been available on Sony's high-end prosumer cameras costing thousands more. Now, CampbellCameras.com is pleased to have this camera available in camouflage, specifically packaged for the outdoor enthusiast. The Camouflage Sony V1U, another innovative product from the leading supplier of the sport of filming hunts, CampbellCameras.com.
It's hot out. Team Rain Broadheads has just missed an opportunity on filming a successful hunt on a buck of a lifetime, and I would not want to be Philip Sang right now.
I definitely wouldn't want to be either. You know, that could have really sealed the deal for this team in the CampbellCameras.com video circuit. Let's take a look at that now with a video rewind.
We had mentioned earlier in this Whitetail Classic that all Team Rain Broadheads needed to do coming into this video challenge was to film a successful buck hunt, and it would be almost impossible for the other teams to catch them.
And they didn't need to film a perfect hunt, just make sure the camera was on and in focus. Mark Helmer did all those things and much more, as this video is rock solid.
Philip Sang is an excellent archer. He obviously misjudged the distance on this one. We don't normally do a video rewind on a miss, but this one is not only worth watching with one rewind, but let's take a look at it one more time in slow motion, and you can see the arrow go right over the back of this monster buck.
Campbell, Illinois Whitetails has lots of great deer, and I don't know if this buck would have made Boone and Crockett, but it sure would have been nice to put a tape on that rack.
And I think Philip Sang and Mark Helmer would most certainly agree.
Since no video points are allocated for a miss, the circuit standings remain the same. And although Team Rain Broadheads is still our leader, they just missed an opportunity to all but ice the CampbellCameras.com video circuit and leave the other 12 teams to battle for second place.
Let's see what other video awaits as we join our second place team, Lancaster Archery. Filming hunts is never easy. You must conceal two people, two smells, and the moment can happen when you least expect it. But only one elite team will have the cameraman skills necessary to earn their way to the top of the outdoor video industry. One scoring system based on filming skill, not popularity. The premier filming competition, the Campbell Outdoor Challenge. The first leg of the CampbellCameras.com filming circuit found the hog action in South Carolina disappointing. With very few sightings, the video cameras were mostly quiet, with only Lee and Travis Creekbaum of the Chase successful in filming a hunt, bringing them one step closer to the $75,000 prize. Now, 600 miles away, the 11 professional filming teams shift gears.
But not everyone thinks the top teams are playing fair.
You know, we saw, in fact, our Philip did, he saw Heather flirting with all the landowners. Well, I've heard that she's got over 10,000 acres to hunt. We've got 150.
She did.
A 10-yard shot with a bow and arrow.
What was that?
On a turkey.
I don't know what to say.
I just don't know what to say.
So if you got 10,000 acres to hunt, I mean, I could kill 2 birds. Are you freaking kidding me? I mean, I'm not trying to start anything, Heather.
Yeah.
I mean, but I saw it, and I'm not gonna lie, you asked me.
Yeah.
After thousands of miles, each video production team has made it to Cabela's in Rapid City, South Dakota.
Cabela's, world's foremost outfitter, has given the competitors Cabela's bucks to gear up for this event.
While they're inside, production teams are giving seminars to local shoppers, sharing their knowledge on everything from scent control to building longbows.
Limb. The working limb is from the fade out to your string groove. That distance and the thickness of your limb is going to give you your overall draw weight at your draw length.
I'm here at Cabela's with Marketing Manager Kurt Kaiser. And Kurt, on behalf of the Campbell Outdoor Challenge, I want to thank Cabela's for their support for our video circuit.
Well, thanks, John. Cabela's is proud to be a part of anything that helps people enjoy our great outdoors. You know, these guys are going to have a blast this week. Antelope with a bow is truly one of my favorite things to do, and I wish them all the best of luck.
If the weather cooperates, I think the timing of the rut's going to maybe be some exciting video opportunities for this.
It's been a great time.
All that time laying in wait has finally paid off.
Smoke City, baby.
Can we take it off? Just give me a minute.
Preparing for the upcoming Whitetail Challenge in Southern Illinois, the fourth and final event of the CampbellCameras.com $75,000 professional filming circuit, Team Lone Stars Sam and Cam Ketchersaid were the only filming team to successfully video two pronghorn harvest this week.
It would have been nice to see more teams get antelope. So going into Illinois, it's more, it's always fun when it's kind of anybody's ball game going to the very last event. The more the merrier.
Staying in their primary area for today is Team Matthews. Earlier, they were able to film the harvest of a big doe, and instead of filming the recovery immediately, they decided to wait and see what else moved through the morning. Now, they're taking the framing of their second angle footage, due later today, very seriously.
That's taking it a little serious, isn't it?
Well, we got too many points riding on one camera angle. So, that's kind of a situation we're in, that another 100 points for one camera angle is well worth the trouble you got to go through to get them.
Teams 5 days have now passed in filming archery whitetail hunts in Illinois as the final event of this year's CampbellCameras.com professional video circuit. Today, Brad and Casey of Team Extreme Dream and Josh and Melinda of the Road Less Traveled team have both submitted video for scoring.
Brad and Casey, your video scored high for stability and framing, and you also maximized your pre-harvest video footage. You lost some points for focus and clarity with an overall score of 242 points. Josh and Melinda, you also maximized your pre-harvest video footage, and your second camera angle was outstanding. There were some brief issues with focus, and on your recovery video, there was some audio issues. You had an overall score of 257 points, and that moves you currently into second place behind Team Matthews. Team Extreme Dream, you move into 3rd place, only 1 point ahead of the current 4th place team, the Chase. The top 3 positions in the overall CampbellCameras.com circuit standings remain the same, with Team Extreme Dream in 1st, Team Lone Star in 2nd, and Team The Chase in 3rd. This year, we switched it back and we can allow bow or gun. So
Okay.
they can choose. They get bonus points
for using
taking
a bow.
them with archery.
Wow.
But they can take them with a shotgun, and there's a couple of our teams that are pretty excited about that because they had some bad luck last year. I won't mention any names.
Well,
This year in the rules there is the PITS addendum, and that is the being able to use shotguns this year, and that was called the PITS addendum. They wanted to call it the underdog rule, but it got changed to the PITS addendum, so it really didn't stick out as any one person was being considered during that. So, and really nobody really knows who Philip Pitts is anyway, so it shouldn't.
Well, this was the original.
Creating outdoor television is never as easy as it looks.
The days of turning on the camera and hitting record are over.
To be considered one of the top outdoor producers, you need to connect your audience with the story.
Now you have to have 2, 3, even 4 camera angles to provide the viewer with a different perspective.
But when the moment of truth arrives, that's when we know you're a top outdoor producer.
Honestly, it was a little bit intimidating stepping out of the truck this year. I mean, we were going to be up against the top dogs in this industry. Heartland Bowhunter, Red Era TV. I mean, we knew coming into this thing that we were going to have to pull some serious tricks out of the bag to even come close to competing with these guys.
You know, this is where the hat comes off and see who's got what it takes to be the best.
Being the cameraman and co-editor of Red Era TV, it was it's pretty weird to have all these cameras on you. There was lights and cameras and boom arms and stuff everywhere, and it was a little overwhelming when you first came in the door.
You know, these guys are in the same industry that I am. They produce TV shows, well, so do I, and my TV shows win awards. So, you know, I'm not here to be cocky. I'm just here to win this thing.
Cameramen, welcome to the sport of filming hunts. Your talents in creating outdoor video is the reason you're standing here today. Some of you are here representing the finest award-winning shows in the outdoor industry. Others are well-respected freelance videographers. Each of you will have your video skills put to the ultimate test in filming hunts for wild, free-ranging game species in 3 separate challenge events over the course of the next 10 months. Your ability will ultimately determine the winner of this year's $100,000 CampbellCameras.com professional video circuit. Your first challenge will be filming wild turkey hunts here in a soggy Tell City, Indiana.
Record flooding and endless rain will physically and emotionally challenge each producer in this 4-day event.
Because each of you are recognized as some of the finest videographers in the outdoor industry, in this year's circuit event, in addition to filming the hunt, you will each be required to submit a production element for scoring. Each day and each challenge event will have a different production element to try to help tell your team's individual story. The top 3 teams each day will receive points. 150 points for first, 100 points for second, and 50 points for third. Now those filming points will be judged based off of creativity and shot composition. Your production element for today is area reference shots, and the deadline for those shots is at sundown today.
Now teams, as we call out your name, if you'd please come forward, we'll hand out your hunt area information.
You know, looking back 12 years from now, you know, and 40 plus shows I've worked on the ESPN and Outdoor Channel and Versus, really strive to just take my productions to the highest level they can.
Few producers know humor like Endless Season. They just don't know it on every take.
Yeah, do it again. All right, back up and come into it again. And now. Wait, and now.
You worn out yet?
Back up, Colton, I'm sorry.
All right, this might take a couple of cuts.
All right, do it again. One more time.
Like this?
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Well, that was the first of our 3 shots we have to get. Now we've got another challenge, getting our 2 other shots before 6:15 and being back by 6:15 to submit everything. So we're in a bit of a rush now, but that's just Endless Season style.
Visual reference is a key element to helping connect the viewer to the area that you're all hunting, and was the main purpose for today's task. I have the footage, and we'll have the scores tomorrow. Tomorrow's production element is creative use of an Outdoor Edge knife. And I'm here with David Block, owner of Outdoor Edge, to talk a little bit about the company.
Well, I started Outdoor Edge 23 years ago with really one goal in mind, and that is to provide hunters with high quality knives and tools to make your job in the field easier. Outdoor Edge is the field to freezer knife company. We work with producers that basically find creative ways to incorporate our product into the storyline. So with that, we're real excited to set you up with the product on the table here, of all you getting some good deer tomorrow, and also getting some beautiful footage with our knives there.
Thanks, David. What do you guys think? Sound easy enough? Everybody can come on up and get your knives.
I think I ran out of knives. Good to be here, Douglas, Wyoming.
As the sun begins to set on the first evening of this mule deer filming event, producers Jacob and Philip of Endless Season have closed the gap on a mature mule deer. But his sensitive ears are picking up something unnatural. As Jacob lets the arrow fly, the painful look on Philip's face represents the severity of Jacob's miss. But as the last bit of camera light still lingers in the air, another opportunity is fast approaching.
We're running out of daylight. We got a good buck coming. He's coming quick. You on him? You on him?
bear. I'm just gonna watch him go down right here. I apologize. The curse is broken, fellas. Right here.
Back at the lodge, production teams are gathering for tonight's meeting,
Wow, what you guys do, man?
Yeah, man.
where we'll find out who won yesterday's production elements. Over the past year, 11 of this nation's most talented outdoor producers have traveled thousands of miles and spent hundreds of hours in the field. They've battled hunger, the need for sleep, and adverse weather conditions, all in an effort to earn the title of Top Outdoor Producer. But they aren't just competing for the title alone. The title of Top Outdoor Producer comes with nearly $100,000 in cash and prizes. In Indiana, Red Arrow started out slow. They placed in a few production elements, but until the final day, they were way behind.
We're gonna have to figure out how to set up fast.
But on the last morning, they became aggressive, and by the end of the evening, they had won the first filming event in the Campbell Cameras filming circuit.
It's not about the points, it's just about, trying to maximize your potential, trying to do the best that you can. And
From Indiana, every production team headed west to Wyoming. Here, among the rolling prairies and open grasslands, they pursued western mule deer. Heartland Bowhunter continued their domination of production elements, this time with stunning HDR and brilliant starscapes. In the end, they were able to film and stalk the harvest of a mature mule deer, securing their place as the winner of the second event in this filming competition.
We don't want to do what we see on the TV and we think is cool. We want to do the next thing. So that's what really makes Heartland Bowhunter, in our opinion, so appealing to us.
Previous event winners Red Arrow didn't fare so well. They harvested a buck that fell just beneath the degree of difficulty minimum score.
You can't bring a Virginia redneck to hunt mule deer. You just can't do it.
Because of this, every video point they earned from this filmed hunt did not count.
The thing that's just going to eat me alive is the fact I know we could have done something better. He just walked in there at the time when I was just 100% geared to killing something that evening. It was just his time, and he walked in at the wrong time.
With this misstep, Heartland Bowhunter is now our overall leader in the Campbell Cameras filming circuit. But Red Arrow is still well within striking distance. Now, at the facilities of Campbell, Illinois whitetails, each producer has the opportunity to film the harvest of 2 giant southern Illinois whitetail bucks.
Oh my God.
This gives trailing producers the ability to earn a large number of filming points and make up ground fast.
After that poor little mule deer walked in on us, we definitely needed this one.
I mean, this is the hardest the hardest filming challenge there's ever been in history.
As this challenge goes on, you got to weigh, okay, do we want to spend time in the stand to try to kill a deer or spend more time on production elements? It's a kind of a dicey game, It's like, you can't do good production shots if you're in the tree.
Realistically, I think our best shot is getting 2 deer.
Minutes ago, John and Jeremy met with the production teams for the first time this week and laid out the ground rules. Today, while they see their hunting area, they have to gather area and property production elements for this evening. But incoming weather has brought high winds.
My hat blew off, didn't it?
Wind's going that way.
And filming time could be unexpectedly cut short by thunderstorms at any time. Of the 11 production teams competing for the title of Top Outdoor Producer, Endless Season are widely known for their bad luck. They've watched a large buck feed in this food plot all week.
That's a freaking giant.
But he always stayed out of bow range. Now, with muzzle loader in hand, they plan on closing the distance very quickly.
Opening morning of gun season here in Illinois has arrived. And we've actually been watching this food plot from about 300 yards away. And we send a shooter in it every single day. So I'm excited about this spot. This is a good looking little food plot. I'm thinking we should get it done pretty quick here in Illinois. shoot him.
Did I miss? There's no way I just missed that deer. Oh. I'm going back and shoot my gun. There's no way. 75 yards. You're freaking kidding me. $75 yards. Everything was there. 2 camera angles, a lot of pre-harvest footage, no obstructions. That was everything we needed. And we just screwed it up. I just screwed it up. Let's go shoot this thing. There's no way that it's all that it. I mean, I was dead. There's no way I could have. Freaking opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, and I'm anxious to get back here and check this gun. I mean, I don't know how somebody can miss a deer at 75 yards with a muzzleloader. Truth. Alright, fire in the hole. Oh my gosh. It's on. I thought I was going to have an excuse. I mean, it is the hole, isn't it?
But to overtake leaders Heartland Bowhunter, the trailing 3 teams must successfully harvest a mature buck on film. With the weather getting worse by the minute and daylight slipping away, producers Skylar Wurzig and Clayton Campbell are hoping for one last chance to secure their lead.
See that color on the oaks way down there? Just to the bottom left of it, my son is on. There might be more than one. There's a doe. There's a doe. There's a buck. Oh, gosh. It's a half-rack deer or something. He's got like a baby on the other side. It's a good sign. Don't say that. Right there, 50, 60 yards. Ready.
second angle or nothing.
In all the excitement, for a brief moment, Skylar and Clayton forget about their tight points race with producers Red Arrow. But a single shot exposes their volatile first-place lead quickly.
Are you sure? Yeah, come on, get the camera. Get over here. Brian. Hold up. Wait, don't do it. Come over on the other side of me. Yeah. You got him still. Brian. Do it now. Down right there. Good job, man. We're gonna find out what that buck scored after all. Buddy, I threaded the needle through that brush and just touched it off with the old 20 gauge. You saw him go down, right? Good job, buddy. We're gonna go get him. No, the last day, baby. Let's go give a little shout out to Heartland Bowhunter. They shot too, I think.
We heard him shoot.
We were sitting in the blind and
that was just, we looked at each other and we just were like,
God, you know, I'm happy for them as like personal friends, but I really didn't want them to kill a deer.
When it comes to
it's
competition.
When we heard that gunshot go off, I was like, oh man. Let's go look at that joker, baby. You're either first or last. That's the way I was raised. We got tall twos, man. He's got real tall twos. I'm proud of him. I love him, man.
Get him?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, brother.
Yes,
Congratulations.
sir. Yeah, he came in one too many times. Came in 3 times yesterday and passed on him twice. So.
Good video?
Oh, yeah. And we had just heard Heartland shoot. And I was like, well, they've won unless we kill a deer. And then Josh goes, there's your boy.
Well, you know, I talked
You're happy,
to him.
you're happy for him at the same time.
Hardly any pre-roll.
Really?
And they have no second camera angle. The deer it was on a dead run. They saw it, got on it, turned the camera on, and shot it. So if this thing scores, legitimately, you guys have a pretty good chance.
I'd rather have a chance than none at all. So we've got a chance right now.
Team Red Arrow TV and Team Heartland Bowhunter. After this final video production element, now only 7 points separate the two of you from the title of top outdoor producer.
Are you kidding me?
Both of you were successful in filming hunts today. And for your harvest, you each will be receiving a game processing kit from Outdoor Edge Knives.
Team Heartland Bowhunter and Team Red Arrow TV. Things happened fast for both of you tonight, so neither one of you had very much pre-harvest video. Team Heartland Bowhunter, you had a solid 8-point, but you did not get your second camera angle. Team Red Arrow TV, you did in fact get your second camera angle, but your 8-point buck is in question of making the minimum for this event. Team Heartland Bowhunter, can you tell us what happened with the second camera angle?
Oh my goodness, it was fast and furious. I happened to look over my right shoulder in the shooting lane and this deer is running full speed. I actually thought about the GoPro then to turn it on to get a second angle, but I knew there's no way I could reach over there and get it. Anyway, he takes about 4 more steps and he's 1 step from getting out of there. And I stopped him one last time, he said he was there. So I pulled the trigger and the rest is history.
Team Red Arrow TV, do you feel like your buck met the minimum?
Absolutely.
Team Heartland Bowhunter, your videoed hunt scored 293 points. Team Red Arrow TV, your buck
did make the minimum. Your video scored 330 points, and by 30 points, you are the top outdoor producer.
I really don't think it's set in yet.
I haven't set in yet.
It hasn't.
It's amazing. You know, it's a big deal for us, man. I mean, I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
when they called our name.
I really didn't see it coming. I mean, I really thought that second.
As soon as he said, your deer made the minimum, it was like, he just won this thing.
Yeah.
He just served you guys up a slice of fried gold as far as drama goes for a reality show. So, Merry Christmas.